Hello, everyone. Welcome to Spirit Filled Sunday. So, today I will be doing inspirational messages for the collective. These messages are timeless, so whenever you happen to click on this video, that is when this message or these messages could be meant for you. These are general messages, so they're not going to resonate with everyone. Take what does, apply it, leave the rest. Also, remember to like the video, subscribe to the channel, and click the notification bell in order to receive notifications when I post. So I'm going to jump right into this reading. I started off by pre-selecting some overall messages for you. So let's get into it. So I have truth as the center message, and surrounding truth is forward and is moving forward in power. So yes, Spirit says the truth shall set you free. The truth shall set you free. For some of you, this is you seeing the truth in yourself. You seeing the value, the worth in yourself. And this is allowing you to free yourself from toxic situations, toxic mindsets. Free yourself from things that you've been holding on to, childhood issues, past hurt, pain from relationships. This is finally allowing you to move forward, to embark upon a new journey, to take this path that has been waiting for you. It's been waiting for you. Waiting for you to release. Waiting for you to surrender. And it's like through your surrendering, that is when doors are going to open. That is when a new way of life will be revealed to you. But first, you have to recognize what's within you. Her holding the mirror, her seeing the reflection of herself, reflecting on her life, reflecting on her choices, reflecting on past events, and how every circumstance in her life has led her to this point that she's at. And if you see the light, it's like, finally, facing herself head on, no longer running from the truth, but accepting it and deciding to use the truth to help her elevate, to help her to no longer be stagnant, so that she can take a new path, move into a new direction that is more fulfilling, that is going to offer her more opportunities. On this path, some of you are going to find love. On this path, some of you are going to find yourselves. On this path, there will be new opportunities, growth, abundance. But first, you have to be willing to deal with yourself, to deal with your issues, to face the truth. By facing the truth, you will be able to stand in your power. And if you look at the clouds, it's like, even though there may be trials, even though there may be setbacks, every day isn't going to be sunshine. But through it all, you will make it. If you understand who you are, the truth. If you understand your power, then you will be able to persevere through any storm. You will be able to overcome any challenge. But you have to know who you are. So let's clarify the messages. Spirit, clarify going forward. Okay. So I have the Six of Pentacles in the reverse. I have Death in the reverse. And I have the Ten of Wands. Some of you kept giving to a dead situation. You kept forcing a dead situation. With this Six of Pentacles in the reverse and this Death card, you were meant to let go of this situation a long time ago, but you held on to it. You were supposed to stop giving to this. For some of you, this is a relationship, a connection. For others of you, this is family member, friends, a job. But it's like you were supposed to let it go. And you didn't. And by you not letting it go, the burden got stronger and stronger. The more you held on to the situation, the more you held on to this person, the more you had to carry. And the weight got stronger and stronger until you couldn't carry it anymore. Until you finally had to deal with the issue. Until you finally had to deal with the person. You finally had to deal with yourself and say, why am I carrying this? Why am I continuing to go through this? Why am I continuing to be unhappy in this relationship, in this job, in this career? Why? What changes do I have to make? What do I have to let go of in order to get to my new beginning? In order to have peace? In order to have stability in my life? Spirit says reflection. That is what some of you did. You reflected. And through your reflection, you were able to let go. You stopped carrying the burden. And by you releasing the burden, then it allowed you to be free. To have the new beginning that you've been waiting for, the new beginning that you've been wanting, praying for. You were finally ready to seize the opportunities that Spirit had for you. Through your releasing is where you found yourself, where you were able to recognize your worth. So let's get some more messages. So Spirit clarified the Six of Pentacles in the reverse. I have the King of Swords in the reverse. Yes, you kept holding on to something that you were supposed to cut off a long time ago. For some of you, this is friends, people in your life, in your energy that you were supposed to get rid of a long time ago, but you kept holding on. King of Swords in the reverse. You did not have the clarity that you needed about the situation, about the people. For some of you, you did have the clarity, but you were just ignoring the signs, not paying attention to the red flags. Because you weren't ready to let go. You thought the situation was going to change. You thought the person was going to change. You wanted to give the benefit of the doubt. But it only ended up hurting you. Let's get a message for death in the reverse. I have the Four of Wands. And I have the Ace of Wands in the reverse. Some of you were praying for a happy ending that you never got. It never came. Your happy ending never came. Constantly being disappointed. You wanted something that this person or that this situation couldn't give you because it didn't have to give. What you were looking for was something that you already had within you. It was something that you were supposed to give yourself and not look for outside of you. Let's get a message for the Ten of Wands. I have the Eight of Cups. I have the Two of Pentacles. And I have the Emperor in the reverse. But you made up your mind. You got tired of carrying those wands. You got tired of carrying the burden. And you decided to free yourself. Looking at the moon is like, it's about time. Spirit is like, I've been telling you this for a while. And you finally listened. You finally walked away. Walked away from what no longer served you. Walking towards your fulfillment. Walking towards your happiness. Walking towards your new beginning. Two of Pentacles, you stop trying to carry the burden. You stop trying to hold things together. And you just let it be what it's going to be. You let the chips fall where they may. You didn't try to force it anymore. You surrendered. What will be, will be. Some of you were dealing with a very low vibrational person. Very controlling for some of you. Spirit says this person didn't have their own. You were the supporter. For some of you, you were the breadwinner. This person pretended to be something that they were not. They pretended to want something that they never wanted. They never desired a true commitment. For some of you, this person never desired to be successful. They had an energy of laziness. And they were an energy vampire. They drew your energy. They took from you. It made them feel good to know that they had control in the situation. But once you awaken to yourself, their control diminished. And you step back on the throne of your life. You said no more. I will be happy. I will be free. No longer will I be bound. No longer will I be stuck. I am moving on. I am moving forward. So let's get some messages for power. All right, I have the Queen of Brooms in the reverse. I have the Page of Brooms in the reverse. I have the Ten of Pentacles in the reverse. And I have the Chariot in the reverse. Spirit says some of you were not getting what you wanted. Out of a situation. Because you didn't surrender. You tried to be in control of the situation. And it's like by you trying to control, it only hindered you more. Spirit says control the narrative. Yeah, you try to control the narrative. But it only left you stuck in a situation that you didn't want to be in. You weren't seeing the abundance you wanted. You were not getting what you truly desired because, see, you didn't recognize who you were. You didn't recognize your power. You didn't recognize your capabilities. Some of you gave up too easily. You gave up before you got started because it became too difficult. The trial became too much. But if you just would have pressed on a little further, you would have received everything that you've been waiting for. You would have reached the pinnacle. You would have gotten your abundance. But you gave up before you reached the finish line. So let's get a message for the Queen of Pentacles. Okay. I'm going to take this Nine of Cups sideways as it turned, and we're going to have the Six of Swords in the reverse. Some of you, this is you going back to the same relationship, repeating the same cycle in a connection. And it put your abundance on hold. Because see, Spirit isn't going to give us certain things if we're attached to the wrong people. With the Nine of Pentacles, it's like you got a glimpse of what was waiting for you, but it's like you were just so attached to this person or this situation that you kept going back. Even though you got a glimpse of what life was going to be like without this person, you got a glimpse of what life would be like if you just let it go, but it was just hard for you to detach. Some of you were dealing with someone who was a karmic. I also heard twin flame connection. You kept going back and dealing with the same thing. And it put your abundance, your blessing, your fulfillment on hold until you completely remove this energy, this person out of your life. Let's get a message for the Page of Brooms. I have the Page of Wands. You kept trying to build on a situation that was not meant to be built upon. For some of you, you kept coming back to this Page of Wands energy. You kept trying to force something. It's like if one thing don't work, you tried a new way of doing it. If that don't work, you tried another way of doing it. You always kept coming back to the beginning. And therefore, you were not able to make progress. Because after the Page is the Knight, but you never got to the Knight because you always stayed in a Page energy. Because it wasn't meant to be built up on. It wasn't meant to grow. You were meant to learn from it and leave. You were meant to learn from it and move on. Let's get a message for the Ten of Pentacles in the reverse. I have the Queen of Wands. And I have the King of Pentacles. For some of you, this is your parents. I'm getting an energy of parents. This is your parents or parental figures in your life. They did not approve of you being with this person. For some of you, they may have cut you off financially because of who you were attached to or the things that you were doing. They did not approve of it and they cut you off. Some of you were estranged from your family members. You were estranged from your parents because of this person. Your family dynamics were negatively affected because of some of the choices that you were making. Let's get a message for the Chariot. I have the Four of Pentacles. And I have the Three of Pentacles. You try to do it by yourself. You try to do it without their help. You try to build a life of your own without the help of your family, without the help of your parents. Some of you relied on friends to help you, but you still never got where you wanted to be. With this Chariot in the reverse, you still were in a stuck energy because there were some things, some work that you needed to do on yourself. For some of you, this is shadow work that needed to be done. There were some realizations that you needed to come to about yourself, about your choices, about your situations, the truth. You needed to see the truth of the matter. And by seeing the truth of the matter, then it was going to move you to take a different approach, a new direction. Take the action that you needed to take in order to have the future you wanted, the new beginning that you wanted. So let's get some more messages. For some of you, I'm getting that this is like a young energy. You may have wanted to go off and try to live life on your own, do things your way. But going back to the Page of Wands, like you realize that you still had to come back around. Life still circles back around. Like you still had to deal with unfinished business. There was always something that you had to deal with that stopped you from fully making the progress that you wanted. Because you were not meant to take that route. You were meant to move into a different direction, take a different path. But it's like you were fighting against this. Because you were not fully in tune with yourself. But it's like now that you finally see the truth, now that you are open. Now you see everything falling in place. I heard reconciliation. Some of you have reconciled with your family. You have reconciled with your parents. Now you're seeing things fully come together in your life, in your relationships. Because you stop trying to control what was going on around you and you just surrendered to it. And you let whatever was meant to happen. And it's like regardless of the circumstances, the challenges that you were faced with, you were still able to stand. And it's like by you being able to stand through whatever you had to endure, that allowed you to recognize the truth in yourself, your true nature, that you are powerful, that you are worthy, that nothing can stop you. I have find peace within, fluoride. Yes, finding peace within. A lot of you have found peace within yourself. You found peace within your situation, peace within your choices, your decisions. Understanding that everything that you've been through has led you to this point, has led you to this place where you are right now. Not regretting anything from the past, not regretting any of the decisions that you've made. Understanding that you had to go through that in order to be who you are right now. Let's get another message. Blue Lakes Agate, find your calm. So yes, finding your calm place, finding your peace, finding your place of peace. That is what I get from this message. You have found your place of peace. You found your place of hope. And you realize that it rests within you. It starts with you. Everything starts with you. So let's pull one more message. I have, in the beginning was the Word, and the Word was with God, and the Word was God. John 1:1. Yes. I'm sorry. John 1:1, verse 1. Yes. In the beginning was the Word, and the Word was with God, and the Word was God in the beginning. Simple. Spirit says simple. Life may be challenging. We go through trials, we go through tribulations, but it's really simple. It's simple when we realize that we are all here to fulfill a purpose, to fulfill our calling, and that yes, on this road that we call life, we are going to face setbacks. We're going to make bad decisions or misguided decisions. We're going to do things that we'll think later we shouldn't have done. But it's all leading us to our purpose. Life is simple if you allow it to be. If you don't fight against the storm, but you just ride with it. Ride the wave of life. Don't try to run from it. Don't try to control it. Just sit back and enjoy the process. Enjoy the journey. You will always get where you need to be if you allow life to take you there. So these are your messages. I hope they resonate. Remember to stay true to thyself and real with thyself. Grow with me as I grow with you. Everyone, stay blessed.